Way we can see KRUSIC giving a height advantage away, but these are the numbers we'll tell you specifically.
It's a bantamweight fight, both guys very similar in age. It's a rematch, both guys 7-3. Height advantage and reach advantage, of course, for DURDEV. Will KRUSIC get that clean start he had last time and do a lot of damage? We'll have to see.
Yeah, DURDEV 175 centimeters, KRUSIC 166. KRUSIC ranked top 15 bantam in the Balkans. More of an all-rounder. The submission specialist, of course, DURDEV. The buggy choke. Will he make it 4? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I mean, it's a difficult technique to pull off successfully, let alone win by. So we've seen many try. Many are called, but few are chosen. DURDEV seems to be the one that can deliver.
It's very interesting to me. Usually we don't see these kinds of rematches happen so quickly. This was only October last year. So how much has the ceiling gone up in either camp? What adaptations have been made? It's a lot of history between this pair.
Well, KRUSIC has got better stand-up, more experience striking, and a bit more power and leverage in the punches. But listen, if DURDEV gets under the hips, KRUSIC is going to be fighting off chokes all night. So he's going to want to keep it in the upright. Fight southpaw, KRUSIC, so able to offer up just a little bit of offensive difficulty to manage for DURDEV.
And you can see what I mean about the patience from KRUSIC. He really likes to have a good look at what's going on, wait, feint a little bit, get his opponent to throw. It's a very disciplined kickboxing that I think could work in this fight against DURDEV, who is a little less sewn up, if you will.
See the feint to go for the shoot from DURDEV. He wants to throw up that possibility. Every opportunity to keep KRUSIC on his toes, only to eventually get him on his back.
And you can see the pressure here from KRUSIC. DURDEV absolutely looking to level change and show that, especially because KRUSIC was throwing a high kick.
When he gets in, though, he throws the combinations, KRUSIC. It's incredible speed, 4-punch combination there. Bit of power behind them as well. He was on the inside, and look at the damage he's caused already. And DURDEV, little bit of problem with his left eye. Comes in hard, comes in fast, but this is the danger zone. Caught up in the clinch now. Will DURDEV be able to take him down? Yes, he does. Oh, beautiful takedown.
Excellent, beautiful uchi there. I love that. Perfect, again, use of inertia. KRUSIC with the pressure, DURDEV off the fence. Great use of grips too.
Got the leg in between, didn't he? And he pulled off the Uchimata beautifully. Took a little bit of grappling and wriggling, but very cleanly done. And this is where KRUSIC doesn't want to be.
I have a feeling here that DURDEV is going to be very dominant in this position. He is the bigger fighter. He cuts more weight. I always felt like half was a good position for him. Granted, the last fight was just so different, especially with the dominance of the back take coming from KRUSIC. But ascendancy can change very quickly. And I have a feeling here this is a good early play from DURDEV.
Yeah, I mean, he's a grappling forward bantamweight. He uses that to attack relentlessly. Always looks for the back and for chokes. Virtually, I don't think we've got a KO threat here, but very dangerous guard. We can see that here. Scramble game. Submission heavy on the wings, and this is where he operates. Just look at it. Already he's got the arm in for the triangle. Is he trying to work already?
Yeah, he's been looking at this to obviously do two things. One, put pressure. Two, work on the pass. Finishing would have been a little bit tricky because of the fence kind of blocking him. But, you know, this can be done from mount. And you can see the phone defense here from KRUSIC, a very different defense to what we saw earlier. You know, I think it's much better to kind of windshield wipe a little bit and try to turtle. Hanging out here like this can just be a recipe for disaster because the guy on top with his pressure can beat you over time.
KRUSIC struggling here to try and get the right arm free, try and get the hips off, works the left hand to try and make the body suffer a little bit. But DURDEV very, very strong, very tightly locked in. I mean, you know, this is his job, and he's turned up for work.
Now he's going for it. You can see the change in the grips. That was the key indicator. He actually now is figure forward here. Before it was a loose palm to palm. And again, the forward pressure to try to pry his way out.
We've had the 10-second clapper, so he's not going to be able to do anything in the time. So might as well use it to bring a bit of pound and ground into it. And that's the end of the first.
Interesting. Very interesting data points. Again, DURDEV looks in shape. He looks the physical fighter in there, I think, which was going to be key. For me, this was always going to be about cage control and cage work. And we could see him get the takedown off the cage, block KRUSIC up against the cage, attack with the arm triangle, avoid any problems on the feet. Good round for DURDEV.
So KRUSIC, although he's the shorter fighter, manages to gain ground, and he comes in hard behind those two left hands, gets the high kick up, and then rushes in forward, brings in the knee strike, but it was the clinch. He wasn't out enough, quick enough, and able to make the retreat. DURDEV on him like Velcro, and then down to the ground with the Uchimata. That was it. It was the rest of the round. So a lot of work to do, but he's got to keep at range.
I love to see the calm corner work too. There's no panic there. There's no heavy breathing. It's now a clean slate. He's going to forget about the last 5 minutes and really try to make something new happen. I don't know what. You know, he really wasn't able to land many accurate strikes in the upright. DURDEV was quite elusive, and then he was in.
2 of the scheduled 3. And as I say, this is a grudge rematch in terms of DURDEV didn't really want to go there again. KRUSIC has it all to prove here. That buggy choke loss on his CV kind of says something about your grappling, isn't it, when someone's able to put that on you? But this is DURDEV's trade. You know, the buggy choke is what he does. I mean, you know, you don't call a plumber to come and fix your wooden furniture, and if you call DURDEV in, you know he's going to try and strangle you. So hazardous duties for KRUSIC here against the taller, rangier fighter. Needs to work at distance, needs to stay on the outside, and if he can get in the pocket to throw some heavy hands, see if he can hurt DURDEV. Oh, DURDEV rocked back by that.
It was the body kick, and it was, of course, the left straight to the body. It's always a good tool. The rear tools are always very important for a southpaw against an orthodox fighter.
This time KRUSIC goes in for the grab, but look at the glowing red on the midriff of DURDEV. He's been hurt by that body shot, and the lights should go on for KRUSIC now. He knows the entry point. Can he deliver payload?
And that's the kind of damage he needed to do. You know, again, factoring in what happened last time, which was relatively recent history, you know you've got some confidence to hurt this guy in the upright. And DURDEV had avoided most of it in the first. But now here in the second round, he's been tagged a few times. First tie-up. Let's see which way it will roll.
So, KRUSIC now, the one pressurizing on the wire. Manages to create space. DURDEV showing just a little bit of wear and tear. Little damage to one eye. KRUSIC posts. Keeps that distance. And it's really a no-brainer for KRUSIC. There's the left hand, it's a KO! It's a knockdown! He had gunpowder for breakfast, KRUSIC. He's leveled up the score. You can't buggy choke the left hand like that. Oh my goodness me, picture perfect. What a mash-up here tonight. Clean, clean.
A perfection there. A perfect performance. 1-1, tying it up. The left hand, we talked about the rear tools. There was left kicks, there was the left straight to the body, and then he went a left straight right down the middle. Look at this, outside foot position, boom, straight to the dome, one and done.
Wow, kissing canvas. DURDEV, right out. He was out before he hit the ground. What a power punch. That was insane. Foot positioning, body positioning. They brought the stool to DURDEV in the center of the cage. He was hurt by that. Well, KRUSIC said he was coming to do business and level up the score. He's certainly done that. My goodness me. Tonight he was on wheels.
And very disciplined. You know, it wasn't quite working out in the first round, but they knew that if they could kind of get a reset into the second, MMA, where does it start? On the feet. they'd find some opportunities. And what little opportunity he was able to find, he made count in spades.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't aggressive. He found himself inside the Temple of Doom and he delivered. He was right in the pocket there, and that left hand right the way through the follow-on was just unbelievable. And I mean, that's what we like to see here tonight. So 4 finishes. The judges are having an easy night tonight, Chris.
Amen to that. And again, you know, when a grappler is coming in square on to try to take you down, he was right for that left. And they knew that. They would have prepared for that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes and 3 seconds completed of round number 2. Your winner by way of knockout in the blue corner, the Warwolf, Rock KRUSIC!